Well, it's getting toward evening, but I'm out cutting some wood. But I am melting some snow and brewing some coffee. So normally, what I do for this kind of wood, this is oak, standing dead oak, which is great firewood, because it isn't got any rot in it. It's good and dry. They're a little unpredictable in the way you fall them. They will snap off and go down, so you kind of have to watch them. A little harder to control, but makes excellent firewood. And usually here, it doesn't really matter. They could be a little off. Just try to keep them from snagging in trees. But the thing around here is the trees are so thick that a lot of these just die off. They just can't get the light. So you get good long stretches of good wood. So I've got, this one was one tree, but 3 trunks come off it. So I'll cut that all up. But like right there is a little elm that's dead. There's a lot of little dead elms. Not my favorite firewood, but I will take a bunch of these out of here just to get them out of the way, or they'll fall down in the road. Because I got to work my way back there. There's a bunch of oak that's up on the high ground that I want to pull down onto the stream bottom to get out. But I thought I'd do a video. It was kind of a last thought. I really debate a lot about YouTube. I'm not particularly all that interested in YouTube anymore. I'll have to see where it goes. I'm trying to kind of decide what I want to do with this, but I just don't like the directions YouTube takes. I don't see really a good future for it. I really think it's really bleak for YouTube. Maybe something else will come along, but I think YouTube as a business is a horrible thing. Like now, I've had a problem for the last almost a week now. For a long time, I was getting triple notifications. Every time somebody made a comment, I'd get 3 notifications. Well, that was a pain in the ass. Well, evidently they fixed it, because now I get no notifications. Comments just turn up. I have no idea that they're there. Well, that's equally annoying. Which is why I have been of late, leaving comments off. And I prefer to leave comments off because really most of the time the comments are pretty meaningless. I know, people like them, but they just get abused so badly. I know I had to deal with, I had to get rid of some comments. I have to go in and delete them and then have to decide if I'm going to block this person. And it's not that they're saying horrible things, it's that they're saying nonsense, just utter nonsense. I think a comment should be something that you can at least understand that makes some kind of sense, But there's some of them that come in and what must be Arabic or something that are in the squiggly lines. Well, what the hell? That means nothing to most people. So I don't know. Like I say, at the moment I'm not so enamored. The thing, YouTube, what it should be is like a soapbox, but also a thing where you can share ideas and stuff. But so many people just don't know what they're talking about, and that gets really, you'll say something and then somebody will come back in the comments and say something just bizarre, that's just completely off the wall, and you gotta. And a problem I have too is I can't a lot of times see if the comment is a response to somebody else's comment or is a response to the video. A lot of times I really can't place what the hell's going on. So a lot of times I got to debate, okay, how I can't possibly answer this. And if you answer something like that, like somebody says something completely off the wall wrong, and if you say something about it, well, then they're going to be snippy. That's going to upset them. Because people never want to admit that they're wrong. They can say the craziest thing in the world, and the argument, it just can't end well for anybody. So I just quietly delete those. But I don't, it shouldn't be that much work. You shouldn't have to worry about what's going on in the comment section. So I don't know. But I don't see a future for YouTube. They just how can you work on something for so long, take something that works perfectly fine, and fix it to the point where it doesn't work anymore? And even that whole, with the AdSense, at first, they had to invite you to put ads on your videos. You had to be a partner. Then everybody was partners. And now they want to stomp on the little guy. I don't know. And drop, you got to prove. They just annoy me, and I can't see them getting any better. If you struggle for this long, because it'll be coming up 7 years, I think, that I've been on this. And when I first got on, it worked really smooth. Well, then Google got involved, and it's been nothing but a mess since then. I know the other day, all of a sudden, here come a comment from something. I have no idea what the hell this was. It said, Log Cabin Looms discussion. Well, I think this is some kind of a tie-in to the old Google Plus crap. I'm guessing. I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with Google Plus. I mean, I never got involved in that. That was another fiasco. But I think this might be a ghost of that yet hanging in there. So I don't know. So I'll probably do some videos yet, but I think, because there's times where there's something I think could be useful for people to know or entertaining. So the tendency is for me to share that. But I'm really not a social person. I really don't care to interact with people. I mean, if I could be helpful to somebody, well, that's great. But I don't really want to interact with people. I'm not on any other social media. I had a Facebook page. I got rid of that altogether because I wasn't using it. I had no interest in that. People get really into that stuff, but I'm a hermit by nature. I really have no desire to get that involved in that. YouTube is the only thing I do like that. I don't go to bars or anything. I don't hang around with people. To me, if I go into town, if I go into a store, if I can go into a store, get what I want, and get out of there without having to talk to anybody, I'm perfectly happy. That's a good purchase for me. I just don't care to interact. I really have very little interest in what other people are up to. I mean, there's people on YouTube that I enjoy, that I like, but YouTube has gotten to be a money-grubbing thing. I mean, I see so many channels now where they'll have like a 20-minute video, but constantly breaking for more ads, in the middle of random periods of time. And everybody trying to get on Patreon, everybody trying to make any penny they can off it. And I never got in this for the money. It means very little to me. I don't know. But these are the things I'm kicking around. I'm trying to decide if I want to stay involved with this or just completely drop it altogether, because I think it's going to go away anyway. I think the future is pretty bleak. You can't struggle that much and not die. Something's got to happen. So I'll see. I'll have to decide what I'm going to do. But even if I should decide, because my tendency on something like that is just make a clean break and be done with it. But then I have to decide what to do with, 7 years of videos that are piled up. I hate to take them down because some of them can be useful to people, but I really get tired of it. Like even now, I get questions from a video I did 5, 6 years ago. Well, a lot of times I even forgot I did such a video, but people come like, so I don't know. But generally, because I got a bunch of comments now that people really would like me to answer, but a lot of them are stuff I really have no interest in. Like on the reloading and stuff. I mean, I reload until I find the load that I like. Well, then I'm pretty well done with that. I don't keep playing and playing and playing. I sometimes go back and revisit something to see if I can refine it all. But, unless I get some other gun, and I pretty much got the guns that I want. I mean, there's weird stuff that could turn up, but, so I don't know. And I really never set out to be a gun channel. I didn't set out to be any kind of a channel. I don't really have an agenda. It's just what I do, which is what I should do, is cut this wood before it gets completely dark. But I don't know. I think I'll probably take a little bit of a break here now. Though, like I say, things will come up. I'll probably do a video here and there, but I think I have to decide what I want to do with this. But I tell you, I tend to make clean breaks on this kind of thing. Though, like I say, there are some videos out there that I would prefer to leave up. That could be handy to people. But I tell you, if I make videos, there's not going to be comments on there anymore. I'm just tired of dealing with these crazy-ass comments. And now, like I say, I don't get any notifications. Like I say, I basically am a hermit. I really don't care to interact with people. And I really have a very low tolerance for foolishness, for people who are just behaving badly. Very low tolerance for that. I have little patience with people. People should know better. I'm patient with animals, that's fine. I like animals. But I know what to expect with animals. But people, I don't care for them. But I shouldn't say it, because there are, like I say, on YouTube, I bet some really good people who, I really don't consider to be friends, sort of. I don't really have close friends, kind of, but there are people that I wouldn't mind having as neighbors. That's the best that I can say. Well, there are a lot of people on here, too, that, oh, my God, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near them. I mean, some of them people are just dangerously crazy. We'll see what happens. Like I say, it could be, maybe I'm just in that mood, but it's been that way for like the last week. I really haven't felt like getting involved in YouTube at all. But I do tend to make clean breaks on this sort of thing. So if there's information back there that you really need, you probably want to write her down. Or I think you can download the videos, you can probably do that. But, because I don't know that I want to leave all that stuff hanging back there. That's a lot of baggage. That's a lot of videos that are nothing but baggage. Sometimes some of them I go back myself to look at them to get information, like on reloading and stuff like that. It's rather than write things down, I test things out and I do a video on it. So I'm gonna, what I might do is go through a lot of them and just mark them private. I mean, there's a pile back there that are already marked private that I think YouTube might get tired of just hanging on to them after a while. But I think 7 years might be enough. It'll be coming up in like a month or so. I'll have to decide before then. Got a lot more subscribers than I ever intended on having. But I don't find that YouTube is fun anymore. When I first started, YouTube was fun. I'd swear the most fun you have is when you're at 100 or 200 subscribers. That's when it's fun. The bigger you get, the more of a burden it becomes. And I look and I see it has turned into a horrible, just money-grubbing thing. I don't know. I don't like the direction it's going, but I think it's going to die. But in the meantime, it's floundering around. It's too bad, when I think of what YouTube could have been, or what it still could be, but what it's become is not good. Like I said, I just don't see a future for it, which is really unfortunate. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's warm. Then I'm going to make coffee out of these. The guy sent me these, and I had never seen them before. But they're little, like tea bags from Folgers, coffee singles. So I'm going to leave this steep a while. Using one of those little Trangia stoves. Really like them. They're a handy device. You just got to find the right stand, and I think I finally got the right stand. And they just burn. Well, heat is what I burned in them. Well, we'll let that steep and I'll cut this up, but we'll see. At the moment, it doesn't, I don't feel good about it, but we'll see.